Hey guys, it's what is it? It's Friday. It's also the 2nd of August, 2024. Got 22 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna do 3 sets of pull-ups. 1 set body weight, as many as I can get. The next set, I try to match half of what I got in the first set, and the third set is with weight for just a couple reps. Don't remember what I did last week. I'm gonna have to check it out. I think it was our last session. Let's check it real quick, and then we'll get started. It wasn't a great session, if I remember correctly, and it was on Sunday. Pull-ups only for 9, then I got 5, and then I got 7.5 for, I believe, 2. The goal on the last set is to hit 3 reps. When I hit 3, I go up in weight again. So I'll stick with 7.5. I don't remember how many I got. Don't believe it was 3. Never hurts to repeat a weight though, even if I did. So see if I can beat 9, which would be good. My most recent best has been 11, and it's been stuck there for a while. Pull-ups used to be a super strong exercise for me. I used to routinely get in the high 20s, low 30s. I think my all-time best might have been 37. If I recall correctly, for the 37 I used wrist straps, so my grip would fail. Yeah, the pulling endurance isn't what it used to be right now, but I'm going to see if I can get it back. My dips are going up. I'm happy with that. I got 30 dips on Monday. Still riding that high. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do something for burpees. I don't know what yet. Probably just however many I feel like getting. Nasal breathing 1 pumps. SMR is going to be dip day again. And then I'll do some light pulls with the band. We're going to get started, guys. And one more glass. So the goal will be 5. Again. What I try to do on my pull-ups, especially, is avoid grinding, not dead hang for too long. Of course, I did there, the last couple reps. I got 7 reps feeling pretty explosive for me, followed by fairly strong 2 reps, and then I did a dead hang for a bit. A little bit of water. Taking a minute here. 5 reps. Yeah, it's just for me, at this point in my life, grinding out too many reps, not being mindful of when it might be time to grind out a rep and when it's better to, better not to. When in doubt, don't. I did on Monday for my dips because I was so close to getting that PR. I hit 27 reps. I knew one more would tie my best. And I thought, man, just take my time, get 2 more reps. In dips, I can do that. I can take my time. I can hold myself up in the bar statically, a little easier than I can dead hang. Because in dead hang, your grip's going to go eventually, and then your shot. Your grips go, your grip goes, pull-ups, and your reps are done. Five reps. Man, my biceps are pumped, guys. Five. Fairly good 5. Remind me to write down what I get with 7.5. I'm going to take a minute here. I'll probably have about 14 minutes on the clock for dips. Talking to a camera without addressing you guys, so I apologize for that. I haven't yet decided what I want to do for reps. As I have, as I have dips tomorrow, so I don't want to do too much. So I think it's probably going to be just straight up 1 pump, nasal breathing 1 pumps. Alright guys, it's only 7.5 pounds. Three. That's what I wanted. We'll move up to 10. Next week, start the process over. Just bring this over here. 14 minutes will be on the clock. If I can get situated in time. Nasal breathing. I think just one pumps. I'm overdue for Navy SEALs, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I think it was 138, maybe 139. I lost track. But it's what I wanted. It was just sort of pushing hard a bit, resting a bit, pushing hard a bit, resting a bit. Not an interval. We could consider it sort of a fartlek. I went with a harder start. Started fitting in a little bit of rest here and there. All right, guys. Easy pulls. One more round. 30-second break. Try something here. Don't know if it's going to work. I don't think it will. I was holding 2 bands, but the tension's a little too much in that I would need to pull more. And with my pull-up bar not being anchored in the floor, it would just move. So right now I am regulated to just getting some reps without the bands. Fortunately, the bands are just extra stuff. You know, it's as much for joint mobility, joint health, as it is for the muscles. Two sets of 20. So, we're in the midst of another heat wave. Back up into the, it was 99 yesterday, not counting heat index. About the same today. Didn't really cool off overnight. I think the low was 80 degrees. High humidity, so it definitely felt hotter. And again, today's going to be the same. I think for the next couple of days, although we're going to get storms tonight, so that might cool it down a little bit for tonight at least. We'll see. So I talked a bit about breath the past few days. I talked about the shikha breath, which is the breathing in through the parched tongue. Is that the right word for it? Parched? Bent. And we breathe in, not for any particular count, through the tongue, drawing in air like we're sucking through a straw. Deeply in, we exhale through the nose. Again, it's not based on how much time, you just do it You're not trying to force air into the mouth. You're just doing an easy breath in through the mouth with the tongue curled. Retain it just for a briefest pause, and you exhale through the nose. Full exhalation. Briefest pause, and you repeat. It really does cool off the entire body, and it is great for anxiety. It is great for panic attacks. As one, always a mindful action of bringing our attention to the breath. Two, it cools us, not just physically, it cools us emotionally, it cools us physically, calms the system. That deep, cooling breath with the mouth open. And you can do that if you're lying in bed. That's when I, oddly enough, experience the majority of the anxiety and panic attacks that I had for a 2-year period of time. Now, if I even feel an inkling, I can completely anchor to my breath and generally pass it by. Last night, for the first time in probably well over a year, I felt the briefest stirring of that previous anxiety. It comes out of nowhere. It is based on an unfounded, subtle fear. I don't even know where it comes from, but it's present. That's the thing. No one's immune to it. I suffered as well because it was self-inflicted. That imposter syndrome. Here I am, a breathwork teacher, a meditation teacher of several years, a lifelong practitioner of yoga and Taoist studies, Course in Miracles, countless Buddhist texts, as well as Buddhist meditation, as well as, you name it, all kinds of contemplative traditions. And I try to share it as much as I'm able. And here I am suffering anxiety, suffering panic attacks. It definitely caused that feeling like an imposter. Who am I to teach? However, what a great gift that turned out to be, because it brings with it the realization, if you study it enough, that no one is ever immune from anything. You could be a lifelong non-smoker and get lung cancer. You could be a vegan and get heart disease. You could be a long-distance runner and have a heart attack. Just no one's ever immune, because we simply don't know how life plays out, what's in store for us. We do the best that we can from moment to moment. The fact that I, out of the blue, and in a later stage of my life, started suffering from anxiety and panic attacks, allowed me a connection, a deeper meaning in the ways I wish to help people. It put me in a position of understanding, and not just theoretically, if you do this, it will prevent this. Now I know what works for me. Would I have chosen that gift? Certainly not. But we don't get to choose. It's along the lines of the Sufi Persian poet Rumi, 12th century, I believe, who wrote The Guest House. Beautiful, beautiful poem. We just welcome whatever life brings. It's a storm sweeping through our house, and we don't know what it's clearing out for the next possibility. All we can do is allow and welcome, cheerfully, whenever possible. So, this whole talk, I was going to talk about another breath technique, but I caught up in this. This one works. The Shitra breath. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not, as I don't pronounce anything in Sanskrit correctly, and I barely pronounce anything in English correctly. So at least I'm an equal opportunity offender. Tomorrow, if I remember, let's talk about the simplicity of 4x4 and 4x8 breathing. You can do it in bed, you can do it anywhere. And it's simply breathing in the nose, through the nose for 4, the briefest pause, exhaling through the nose for 4, the briefest pause. It is the great, some might consider it the perfect breath. With the pauses, it equates to about 5 seconds, a little over 5 seconds, and that is usually the amount of time it takes to repeat the Mother Mary prayer, the Hail Mary, on the rosary beads, or to say the Lord's Prayer, or to chant certain mantras. It all equates to about a 5 to 5.5 second breath. which many traditions, as well as many breath workers, as well as medical experts believe is the perfect breath ratio if we can manage that. So it's 4 in, 4 out, 10 rounds. 10 rounds is a big change in your energetic system if you give yourself that gift of 10 breath. As well, you can lengthen the exhalation, which brings you into a deeper sense of relaxation. Perfect if you're laying in bed and you want to go to sleep. You can't sleep, you got nothing better to do. Use your breath, relax. Breathe in for a count of 4, brief pause, exhale for a count of 8, brief pause, repeat. 10 breaths or more. Keep doing it until you fall asleep. Do it in rounds. 10 breaths, relax, breathe however you want, and then start a cycle again. Keep doing that until you fall asleep. Breathwork, it's a game changer, guys. With that, I'll see y'all later.